And over here, it's good morning to each and every one of you. I'm just going to go ahead and just share the stream really quickly. Just put down. Just going to go ahead and share that on my personal Facebook page. Share on timeline. And that's being done. Good morning. Oh god, it's so early. Alright, so using my mobile phone to just monitor, just in case you guys are going to start chatting. So today we're going to be doing the following quests. We're going to try to achieve all three of them here, just so we can get ourselves 2 boosters from my calculations. So I've already started this last session, where basically we try to cast 20 creature spells during a versus match. There can be 15 green or white spells in a matched versus battle, and have 10 creature cards leave your graveyard. So this is going to be very interesting because these two I can do at the same time. However, this is going to be dealing more with black here. So I could either go for a green-black kind of deck or try to stick it to green-white. We'll be seeing very shortly how this is going to evolve. I'm just quickly going to go ahead and go back to the main menu. We're going to go to the battle mode because all of them focus around versus. By the way, guys, I just want to mention that we do have the donation button that is working. Every time you donate, it will pop up on the live stream. I'd like to thank you in advance. The donations that you bring in will be going to bettering the streaming, so mainly my main focus is to get a better webcam. As you can see, I don't have a webcam at the moment simply because I have a shitty one. It does a job decently. It's an old one back in early 2005, but it's just not streaming material. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into my deck really quickly. This is where I can create my deck accordingly. So we can either go with my mono white deck, which does the job okay, or I could go for actually, let's just go ahead and put whoa, sorry. Sorry, whoa. Woke up with a bit of hay fever with guys working next door. Whoa, sorry. Jesus. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go into versus battle. Okay, I did this and I haven't received the coins, guys. So I'm just really curious how long that's gonna take. Okay. So we're going to go with my mono white deck. Ooh, something tells me I'm going to be facing blue. Waiting for the player to join the match. Alright. The worst part is, here we go, okay. So, let's have a look. So when we have an opponent playing with don't know how I feel about it. I can play this guy straight on, but then I'm gonna have to wait a bit before these cards come out. I can keep the hand, it's fine. Three 3 lands is more than enough to, that's not good. What are the odds? Having 3 of this guy. Okay, let's just go ahead and play. Nothing else I can do there, so I'm gonna have to leave it to my opponent. If they're just they're playing red-green, that's not good. That's ramp right there. Ramp warning. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start dealing some damage. I'm gonna try to get a head start while he has no creatures on the battlefield. There we go. So end of my turn, pass it back to my opponent, and this is where I have a feeling third land will come down and we start seeing some... Oh, nothing. Okay, I'm really surprised with that actually. Okay, so playing my third land, nothing I can actually play for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and again deal damage, simply just to get that hits in, you know. Waiting around is never good. From my experience of playing Magic Duels, you wait around too long, you know, something bad is gonna eventually happen. So what I'm aiming for is this next. Enchant my creature and buff him up, make him harder to kill, and start dealing more damage as we go along. And there we go. So now that's going to become a 3/5 flying. So that's going to start hitting harder and harder as we go. Oh, my opponent left the game. I'm surprised. Okay, I'm not gonna take the risk. I don't like playing alone. I don't like playing against the AI either. So, 3 gold just for a person who decided to just leave the game. That's fine. I went up a rank. I've been going up and down ranks here from 7 to 9 because of stuff like that. So we summoned 1 creature that added to there, and that was a white. I've casted 2 white spells, so that kind of helped me there. And I won my first game of the match, the first match of the day in the versus. So that gave me. So we're building up our coins, okay. So we're gonna try that again. Hopefully this time I'll have an opponent that actually stays around. I don't think that that opponent really was happy with their hand, and I don't really think that they know what they were actually doing. So it's a good thing. Even the fact that the connection took so long for that player to come in, I think him leaving was more of a disconnection. Ooh, okay, this is not a good sign. When you have players that have this, now this one costs 500 gold, they're either a really good player or they just can't afford spending real money on the game. Unfortunately, since I'm between jobs, I can't really spend cash, and I'd rather spend it on the actual product rather than not. Okay, so I'm going to keep my hand, just going to go ahead and play. Okay, that's pretty much the only thing I could do. So my opponent. Alright. So they put down an Evolving Wilds. That's interesting first play, and they're going to just go ahead and sack that and put it straight onto the battlefield. They're going to be selecting their land, and they're playing white. Okay, so they're doing the quest as well as we are, so that's good. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and play down a land, and what does our creature do? So, okay, now whenever you gain life, you may pay. Okay. Let's go ahead and just Go straight into the attack, dealing 1 damage, get a head start, and my opponent is just seeing the whole animation thing. Whenever you're ready. Okie doke, so let's go ahead and put down that 2/2 creature. So that's my second white spell, 4 white spells casted in total, leaving me with 11 spells to go. And to achieve my first quest, let's see. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna just play that for this effect, the rally effect. Basically, whenever my creature's attacked, they have vigilance. So I'm trying to keep myself head above water there. Okay, that's quite interesting actually. I didn't even take notes. They're playing 4-color deck, 3 colors so far. White, blue, green. So that's quite interesting. Okay, I had a feeling there was going to be another color, and we have black. So, seeing that this is a large sum of cards, I don't think this always got me curious. Are they trying to imitate Commander, or are they trying, or they don't know what they're actually doing? I'm seeing that this person has earned 6. I think that they kind of should know what they're doing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just enchant this guy to make him stronger and pose more of a threat. The thing is I don't understand, if you're trying to create such decks, you know that it's not going to work. It's like trying to play Commander versus a standard deck. This is exactly what's happening at the moment. You're not going to be able to do so well, because to get the cards you need is very limited due to, chance. Alright, so this is interesting, because every time I cast a non-creature spell, my opponent's starting to get 2 life, I lose 2. So I'm going to have to think my way around it. And there we go. My opponent decided to leave the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue, however, because leaving the game makes no sense. I think that my opponent realized that they stand no chance. Alright, so is it going to make it harder? 3, 2, 2, so that's 7 damage. I'm just going to go ahead and cast that, make it flying. Okay, you do gain 2 life, I lose 2 life, but that's fine, because I'm going to be swinging in quite heavy with a... Okay, there you go. There we go. So that's pretty much it. I mean, at this point in time, it's very evident that I'm gonna win. Alright, so my AI opponent now is playing Nissa. That's a really good one for obviously defensive purposes. Let's just go ahead and rally. That's fine. I don't know why this got highlighted actually. Oh, okay, because my creatures can get +1. Okay. So what I do want to do is I do want to gain 1 life, and I can choose to give a +1/+1 counter. I'm going to give it to itself. Do you wish to pay it or not? Yes, I do want to pay that. And at this point in time, I'm just going to go ahead and go straight for the kill. Not gonna kill my opponent, obviously, but it does bring my opponent down to 1 life, giving them one last chance to redeem themselves worthy of the match. Having an AI play against you, it can get tricky because they do all the maths for the opponent. Not always necessarily. I'm glad sometimes they don't necessarily do it the correct way. So damage phase, I did expect a 5/5 to come through. I can afford to take it, so I'm just going to actually just block. And there we go. So scry 2, draw 2, and they get 2 energy. Again, a very all over the place deck, I feel. I have no idea what they were going on with. So, just paying that. I'm just gonna have fun with this. Give the +1/+1 counter to the flying creature. I do pay that one. And I'm gonna happily swing at my opponents with the 5/6 flyer. There you have it. So, 3 coins for winning, that's 150 for a booster, that's really good. Leaving the game, I go up in my ranking, and more creature spells were cast, and more white spells were cast. That's very good. So let's just go ahead and treat ourselves to a booster. I'm trying to pick up all of the sets from either Origins or Zendikar at the moment. Not really getting on here. Gatewatch, I haven't even gotten 1 card. That's the weird part. So this is where I stand with my packs. I have only 1 pack from that and 1 pack from this, just so I can have a bit of a collection there. So let's go ahead and buy one. Confirm the purchase. Okay. I really like the Origin set. I really do miss it, to be honest. Okay, so that's really good. That's really good. Okay. So I think that's not a bad start. So there we are. Let's go back into versus battle and let's try again. I'm really happy with the mono white deck. It's, I mean, very simple, straightforward, fast pace. I think I will change, however, my pick for it. Because I want to give the feel that I did some effort towards it. Too many lands, but I'm going to keep that. Reducing the chances of drawing lands. Hopefully I don't end up mana flooded. That's the worst. Again, I'm dealing with like, what's this, an 87 card deck? From my understanding, did the guy mulligan? Yeah, I think he mulliganed. It's an 86 card deck, and we drew a land. That's not a good sign, because that's gonna really hurt us in the long run. If we're gonna end up mana flooded. Mana flooded. Okay, opponent's starting to cast black, white. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that's a 1-2. I do want to raise a bit my high ground and go with a 2-2 with rally and possibly first strike. Okay, we're getting the same feel here of live game. That's pretty okay. So my opponent's going to be passing this for sure. There you go. Very little that my opponent could do. Let's go ahead and cast that. And let's just bring out our little flying bird. Now, could attack just to threaten my opponent. But I think I'm going to just skip. I'm just waiting on my opponent. Oh, there we go. So we have another ally. This guy is going to start hurting us and making it harder to kill off my opponent. So whenever another ally controls and gain lifelink until the end of turn. So they have lifelink. They could either attack or... Okay, so they've decided to go for the attack. This is going to start to prove difficult. I'm going to skip the block. I'm going to take the risk. And that's pretty okay. I do want to make sure... Okay, that's activated abilities, so that's something I do want to target. Let's just go ahead and cast that on my flyer. I want to start posing more of a threat to my opponent at this point in time. I'm just going to go ahead and swing just to bring my opponent down. Okay, that's not good. And Gideon appears, of course. It's the worst Gideons for this deck, as in for me. It's a really good one. I think it's the second best Gideon I've ever seen being published down. Alright, so we do have a problem because now lifelink is an issue. I'm not going to stand for that, so I'm going to confirm the block. I do want to get rid of that guy. Alright, so let's just go ahead and play that. Now, I know this guy has activated mana abilities, however, I'm not sure if I should play this or should go ahead and just cast as many creatures. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cast as many creatures as I possibly can. I'm just going to go ahead and swing straight into Gideon, because Gideon is going to become a problem, seeing that there is this guy still on the battlefield. Confirm the attack, and straight into Gideon we go. Now what might happen is you might want to go for a +1, just to make him a 5/5. But we're going to have to see what my opponent's going to decide on his turn. And he's decided to just create a 2/2. Okay, so knowing that Gideon will be dying by my flying creature, that's interesting. He's going to decide to make that stronger. Okay, fair enough. And we're going to have a problem because we're going to exile a creature here. And my opponent had to sacrifice a permanent. That's not good. So, are we going to be seeing an attack? I don't think so, seeing that I have a 0/6. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So, I think I have enough to play that. So, I'm going to make sure he can attack or block and can't activate his abilities. Just going to go ahead and play this guy. And I'm not going to take the risk, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, so I will have to choose to sacrifice a creature of my choice. Let's just go for that one. It's fine. Okay, so let's just block the 3/4, and I'm gonna block the 2/2. This is starting to get harder and harder as it goes. I think it's a well-constructed deck overall, despite that it's over 60 cards, well over 60 cards. I think he has a strategy built around it, so... And the problem is this guy's a defender. And that's gonna make my creature flying, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that for now. It's getting harder and harder. As you can see, my opponent has literally stolen 10 life off me onto him. So it's just proving to get harder as it goes. I can't understand how this guy's still doing his... I'm really surprised, despite that his active abilities can be activated. I think it was more of a... I think I should have marked that onto him. I really thought that +1/+1 counter situation would not be happening at the moment. Alright, so let's go ahead and block the 4/4. And I'm going to be receiving 4 damage. And my opponent takes in more life. I don't stand a chance. I'm just going to go ahead and play that white spell, simply for the questing more than anything at this point. And let's just go ahead and cast that over there. 1/8. My opponent can swing all in at this point. Doesn't have to mess around unless he wants to have fun with the whole... There you go. Okay. Just for the fun of it, I'm just gonna block that 5/5 Gideon. Harsh. And that's an honest defeat. That was really good. I did not expect that to happen. So, went down in my ranking for this season, and my quest keeps going up, and I've achieved it. So I've managed to cast 15 or more white spells, and that's the first quest achieved. So that's pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look. What are we left down to? So I know it's the whole casting creatures thing. Let's have a quick look at the quests again. So we have creature count, so we're down to our last, what's that, 6. And we do need to retrieve creatures. So what we're going to do is very simple. Go into battle mode, we're going to go into decks, and we're going to try to achieve now the other side. I do hope I have enough black for that. So let's go ahead and just filter that out. Okay, so there's this one that's pretty good. Let's for the first part of the quest, the one that everyone's doing at the moment, helping each other out. Yee-hee. Okay, we could play this. You're gonna realize that this is gonna get harder as it goes, though. Okay, so do I have the Gravedigger somewhere? So that's not going to be a bad idea entirely, so that's fine. Oh, there he is. Whoa, what are you doing? Not that fast. That's okay. I do need that return from the graveyard cards more than anything. That could be pretty useful. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1 if you do put a... Okay. At this point in time, it's all about getting the... Draw the cards... That's not good. Okay, that's something I do need. Just put in that guy just for the sake of it. And now we have to think a bit more strategic. So 23 cards out of 60. That's pretty okay. Let's go ahead and put in those 24 lands. Okay, just have a better idea of what I'm dealing with now. Alright, so we want to go for low cost cards such as this guy. And I don't really need him. Strategic wise at least. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're gonna need lifelink. Think. Okay, so delirium, that's not a bad idea. We have shoot, let's just do it. Down to my last 2 cards. I want to see if I got any artifacts that I could apply to my deck. Okay, saying that I'm gonna need delirium at some point, that's not a bad idea. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. I think sacrifice, you gain 1 life. Okay. could use less of that, more of that. I think that's pretty much what I'll be doing. I'll be playing a 60 card deck that way. Just representing me, I'm gonna have something like that. And we are going to be dealing with swamps, so that's good enough for me. Use the Planeswalker background, I'm good. So, darkness. Not that I really give a hoot about what it is. So let's go ahead and try it out. So let's go to the versus battle, taking a risk. And let's play. Sorry guys. Again, hay fever is a killer here. Alright, so almost 10 in the morning. Here in our sunny, hot Malta. Alright, so we are dealing with Modeo, is that what I saw? Alright, so 4 lands, that's pretty good, and we have a good hand as well. Let's keep. I'm gonna love this combo though. Let's go ahead and play that. So remember, our quest is to cast as many creatures as possible, still in the tracking. I think we need 8 more creatures there, and we do need to somehow remove creatures from the graveyard. So that's another thing to keep in mind. There's our 2/1 lifelink vampire, and that's pretty much the end of my turn. Passing it over to my opponent, playing black-blue so far. Or so it seems. Opponent is Madeo. Madeo, whatever, some dude who couldn't bother doing the picture and everything. You can see it's all about playing his deck. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get that guy in. So that's 2 creature spells down to 6 for my reward today. Go ahead and smack that 2 onto him, gaining 2 life in return. Sucking your blood is always a pleasure. Alright, moving forward. Yes, I do happen to have a very good voice, if I wanted to make an impression. No, why I said that. Alright, my turn. Let's go ahead and do this. So, let's play that. And let's play that. I could also play this. Easy does it, boy. And I could discard a card. And I'm not gonna have a choice but to do that. Put down a 1/1 vampire. I want a nasty lot there. And just go ahead. This one only returns a creature card. Okay. So it seems like so far it's only going to be the creature thing. I'm going to be achieving soon. And I see the first creature on my opponent's side. Let's see. It's a 3/1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. I am gonna happily sacrifice my token. Is that all it does? I am very confused as to why that died. Alright, so we do not have Delirium as we only have 1 card in our graveyard. And let's just go ahead and play that. just cause we can. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to finish off my opponent as fast as I can. So that's lifelink, so that's 3 life to me. Thank you very much. And that's my turn. Quite a beating this guy's taking. Alright, so let's have a look what we're going to be dealing with here. Making a choice. Whenever this enters battlefield, to return target instance or sorcery or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If this guy would die, it gets exiled instead. Okay, fair enough. So, what I could do is I could sack or discard. Go ahead and cast that for a second. Let's just make life a tad more difficult for my opponent. There we go. Vampires get a +1/+1. We will suck your blood, yes. Let's go ahead and attack with everything. It's a bigger threat, and at the same time it kind of puts my opponent off to not knowing where to direct his defenses properly. So that's the second card into my graveyard. I'm feeling pretty confident, especially now that I've increased my life to 32, playing the strategy on my previous opponent. So that's fine. And we have our very first worrisome card here. So Death Touch. Whenever this deals damage to the player equal number of creature cards in your graveyard. That's 0. Oh god, this guy came in. Sacrifice. I think I'm gonna just get rid of my Delirium person thingy. Okay, now that is interesting. This is good simply because if I crew it and it attacks, it untaps another creature artifact I control. So this is pretty okay, and that's the only reason why I got it in. Apart from that, the fact that I can sack it with this guy and just push forward for Delirium, that's not a bad idea. This guy's got Death Touch, I gotta remind myself that, so I'm gonna skip the attack for now and confirm. Alternatively, I could always crew to defend, it dies, and therefore I sack this guy and get Delirium that way. I think we have creature artifacts, so that's 3. I don't see any other spells so far, so I need the 4th spell for Delirium to be in my graveyard, and that's going to be a problem. Put target creature from the graveyard onto the battlefield. So he's got this guy, which means I'm going to have to sack something. I'm going to have to sack a... Oh, okay. What? Nah, dude. Bad choice. For me, at least. Alright, let's play the graveyard duel. Let's dig some creatures back out. Again, I do firmly believe that I'm going to be seeing my next achievement done this turn. Still afraid of that Death Touch dude, but this guy kind of done his job, so I'm just gonna go ahead and push forward and skipping. Ah, man. Okay, so what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna have to use the alternative, which is this. I get to sacrifice a creature to gain 1 life and draw a card. So that's where I'm gonna have to go for. That's a problem. Flyer. What do we have? Enchant creature gets +2 flying. Sacrifice 2 creatures. Ah, come on, man. I'm gonna see 4 damage swing my way. No? No? Okay. Keeping a heavy defensive side, I can see that. Ah, this is the heavy choice now. Well, I could increase my vampire strength. Just get rid of that. And I could... I think I can start creating my own vampire army. Let's have a look. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think I'm going to just continue there. Skip the attack phase. I think I'm going to have to move forward using the strategy of sack, get back, sack, and start building the lifelink scenario. So my opponent has to bring back the artifacts. Oh god, that's a lot of mana compared to what I'm having, and he's having a difficult time simply because of that mana. But I can see that it was well worth the wait, and I think he did stick through just to see this happen. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna have to discard a card. I'm gonna go for a land instead this time. And I am going to sacrifice the same guy who just came in. And that way we get to continue. I'm gonna just skip the attack. Not yet, my friend, not yet. I'm gonna keep building the strategy until I come to the point where I just become scarier than my opponent in this regard. So you still have that one for Death Touch, dude, so that's where the pain in the ass is gonna start happening. Okay, I could... Okay, hold on. Confirm. Now this is where things are gonna get a bit weird, because I'm gonna have to sack this guy to bring this guy back, right? Right. So confirm. Play him back out again. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. Nothing I can do for now. Skip the attack phase. This is prolonging more than it should, mates. You should really just kind of like lay down and say it's enough. Nope. Still gonna be persistent. Okie doke. There we go. So the benefit of this is I could do this, sack that, all my vampires grow. Now what I could do is I could sack a creature and I gain 1 life and discard it and draw a card. Okay, I gain a life and draw a card. No, okay, cancel. I don't want to do that actually. I'm dealing with what, 3-4 here. Okay, let's just go ahead and continue. There's nothing I can do for now. Skip that. Continue. Just give the opponent a chance, you know, to do something. I'm really surprised they're not attacking with that 1-4. Alright, so let's go ahead. Discard a card. We know what it is. Confirm. Bring out the dude. Use this guy's ability. Sack the new dude. Grow, my creatures, grow. Alright, so let's go ahead, continue. Skip the attack, continue. At this point, it's just gonna constantly be like this. Just get a card, draw it out, get a card, draw it out, get a card, draw it out. So I think I'm gonna be really happy with the discard quest coming to think of it. So I might be lucky enough to see this happen. Okay, so we crewed that just for a 3-4 to happen. I'm kind of scared because there we go. So when a ret comes in, I've got to sack myself a creature now. Okay, so let's sack one of the vamps. I could have tried to stop it, to be honest, but nothing I could do more than that. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep performing. Confirm. Get the 1/1 vampire out. You know the drill at this point. Let's just go ahead and do that. So now I'm happy because I've managed to bring my creatures to a dangerous level for my opponent. And again, my opponent is just dragging on more than it should be. Alright, so actually what I do want to do is... What I do. Okay, so I want to discard a card, confirm. Put down that. And what I could do is sacrifice a creature to draw a card. Ah, now that's interesting. Whenever enters battle, you target a creature from your grave on top of your library. Now that is something I do want to do. Play it. I do want to grab the Gravedigger, because I'm just going to start pulling out creatures back from the graveyard and finish. And at this point, I could just continue. Or I could try to crew this guy, just create a scary atmosphere. Confirm. Crew, continue. I've done the crewing at this point. I'm going to attack. I'm just going to need to untap this guy in return. And this way I'm going to have to start performing a bit of a scare. Because my opponent's going to go like, okay, you know what, you're either going to, like, do something or you can do something, you know? I could have sacked him though. That would have been my wiser choice. Okay, fine. That's no problem. So we're gonna see a scry 1 scenario here. My opponent's gonna be trying to get the card he wants on top. Probably. And this is where we kind of say goodbye, because we're going to be playing this, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a card, lose a life. I can afford that much at this point. I've gotten the card that I wanted. Good. Let's just go ahead and continue. Continue. I really thought I put the Gravedigger on top. I don't know, something wrong with the way I'm choosing that mechanic, I have a feeling. Alright, so, haha. Fair enough. Okay, you want to do that, you do that. I mean, he's just there to just give me more cards. And there we go. You're gonna have a problem with me now. Okay, so I do want to draw one card. I will be discarding a card. I could play down another creature, or I could play down my enchantment, or I could just simply just go like this. And my vampires keep growing and growing beautifully. Okay, so, activate this one's only per turn. Okay, that's fine. I can sacrifice a creature and draw cards. Don't want to do that yet. Just gonna put down that guy. Counter target spell. You draw what? 2 cards, is it? And you draw a card. That's okay. Skip the attack for now. I know he's gonna try to aim for Obnixlix. Abatalus. Oh god, what did he just summon now? Whenever a permanent owned by another player is put in the graveyard in battle, you draw a card and lose a life. Okay. So, upon making a decision. Whoa, stop. What do you think you're doing? I don't think so. Shit, I don't have the mana though. That's the worst part. Okay, that whole flying thing is starting to really get to me. And finally. Alright, so what is going to happen is very simple. I'm going to cast this guy. And I'm going to be casting this thing. Killing my opponent off indirectly. Genius. Okay, so you kind of help yourself there, mates. Leave the game, going up again in rank. I achieved the 20 creature thing, and 10 creature cards leave your graveyard. That's very important, and it seems like that this deck is doing it. And there we go, we have another 170, which we can go ahead and purchase more cards. Seeing that we're getting closer to finishing the Origin pack here, let's go ahead and buy, confirm the purchase, and let's see if we got anything nice. I do hope I did get one of those creature planeswalker. No, I didn't. Well, it's still a good pack, I guess. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing with quests? Oh, we can cast black spells, so I'm doing this at the moment. That's pretty good. I'm having 10 creatures, so I'm playing mono black anyway, so that's pretty good. Let's go versus. I'm going to play my darkness deck. Alright, so someone who's actually dedicated time of doing their own display, so to speak. So that's whoa, I did not want I was distracted by chat. God damn it, guys. No, screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Yes. I'm gonna have to leave. I don't know if that gives me a penalty of sorts, but... yeah. This is really starting to upset me. Ooh, that's really nice. Well done. Alright, moving on, keeping the hand, yep. That seems like a pretty good start. A bunch of return your creature thingy. Let's see if I could silence. Ah. This is gonna start being frustrating for my opponent because I'm trying to catch up with a group chat. It's a lonely morning here on Twitch live stream, and let's just go ahead and attack with that, confirm. I always liked monocolor better, although like you have more synergy with 2-3 color decks. That's quite interesting. I'm not sure if he's going for the green or is just keeping it for the scry at this point in time. Okay, no, seriously, this is gonna have to get muted. Nope. Mute, 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 mute. Where's the mute button? Group details. Yes, remove everything. Confirm attack. Sorry about this, guys. Where is it? There we are. Notifications off. For the next hour. That way I can concentrate a bit more on the game. So, okay, so my opponent's turn seems. See, this is why it's bad. At least I'm winning. And I think that leaving the battle did affect my rank. Okay, so we're searching for cards. Searching for lands specifically. And we do have a we do have a green, white, black deck. So far there is really no need to use any of this. So we're just going to go ahead and just keep using our 3 guys up front. I'm still watching the graphics of me dealing damage to him or her. Does look like a her, to be honest, so. And just move on. It's a pity I don't have that whole sack enchantment, you know, kill a creature. There we go. Alright, so all creatures get -3, you may cost convert mana cost 3. Okay. That is fine. That's all good, honey. You can do that all you want. Because I'm gonna kill you. And I do want to try using that. Okay. So let's go ahead with doing the Gravedigger first. And let's just bring this guy back. What do we have here? Okay. Let's just go ahead and cast him down. Fun part is with this I can like keep bringing cards out of the graveyard to achieve the quest. But then again, I'm gonna be risking losing against my opponent. That's a very risky take. What do we have here? Reveal a card. If it's the land card, put onto the battlefield. As always, put it into your hand. You can put down a 4/4 legendary token named Awoken World on the battlefield. Up to 6 lands, they become 6/6. Okay, here's one for the 4/4 elemental. I'm fine with that. I really am. And what do we have here? We have a Death Touch now. That's okay as well. I can deal with that. So what did he do? Sacrifice, put a +1/+1 counter. And that went on this guy, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and put a land, put down a Gravedigger again. Bring back one of these guys. Build back my army. That's pretty okay. One problem is that they're way too tough for me to penetrate through. So I'm just going to skip the attack for now. Because Rise from the Grave is here. What did he get? Whenever it enters battlefield or attacks, you get an energy at the beginning of your upkeep. You may pay 2. If you do, draw a card, lose a life. Okay, that's fine. Full respect towards that. Whoa, easy boy. What's this? Whenever you cast, target opponents at top 4 cards of their library. Any number of lands that player owns from exile onto the battlefield under your control. What did you just exile? Okay. Not that much of a big a deal, but still worrisome, especially since he has that. I might not be able to win this one, to be honest. It might end up being quite complicated for me to win. Seeing only that he has 8 life, but still. Okay, you know what? Let's sack that to return this. Confirm. And we can go ahead and cast him. Cycle, 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 cycle. That was quite expensive to cycle though. Okay, let's skip the attack. Okay, so Quite an interesting combo happening here, especially with this guy now. Haste, can choose your control, get a plus. Okay. I hope he realizes that like the 5/5 is a legendary creature, which means there can only be one of it on the battlefield. I love the way Wizard does things, you know? It's just a legendary creature, just roaming around. Alright, this guy's starting to build an army. And fast. And starting to become overwhelming. If I don't get the right cards, as in from next turn onwards, it's going to start to become a nuisance. Okay, so I do like this, so I think I'm going to just aim for that, to be honest. Okay, sure, yeah, I'm all up for it, my friend. Let's go ahead and defend you. 2, 4, 6. What are you? 8? There we go. Confirm the block. At least my Gravedigger lives. And just when you thought things were gonna get bad. Okay. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm born ready. Ooh, whoa. He's discarded a couple of nice ones there. Let's see. That is not necessary. Give me this guy. Hope I made the right choice. I was a bit too fast. I'm really surprised he didn't do his whole magical property thing. Skip the attack. Isn't it? Oh, because you need to cast it. Ah, that sucks. Another Planeswalker, and this is worse. So Johnny, this guy, review top 3 cards. Put all non-land permanents revealed this way into your hand, and the rest on the battlefield via library, which means only cards. Is it? No. Put all non-land permanent cards. Exile target creatures control equal to its power, which I'm guessing he exiled his own creature I just got back. Of course. This guy is really holding out well and starting to become quite a threat. If he swings, I'll be more than happy to submit. Oh, God damn it. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip the blocking phase. I don't care. Okie dokie. Let's try this again, shall we? What does this do? Other elves you can, whenever leading attacks, you gain 1 life for each attacking elf. And this is going to artifact or enchantment. Let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of his artifacts. And skip the attack. Very little I could do right now. And I don't think I'm going to be able to win this one. Unlike how I started initially. And yeah, finish. Finish me off. I'm really out of words at this point. Don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed by this guy. Look at this guy. He's got a good thing going on. And again, having a display like this, clearly this guy either bought the cards or has actually played hard enough to get them. I'm gonna go ahead and block. I know I'm gonna die whenever my Planeswalker star thing starts to emit like that. That means I'm gonna die if I don't do something about it. No matter what I defend, to be honest. There's an ability preventing you from doing something. What's this? This menace. Screw you. Oh, my legs. There we go. Hope you're happy. That puts me down in rank, but however, that does mean I still get the rewards later on. Well, there you go, down the rank. 10 creature cards leave the graveyard. That's pretty good. And did not get me. How we doing? How we doing? We need, what, 3 more there? This is gonna take a while. Actually, let me just have a look there. Okay, so I got the whole creature back from the graveyard thing. That was a thing, right? Okay, so I need to revise the deck clearly. 'Cause at this point, it's just about casting. Wait, hold on. I'm really out of it now. Okay, so leave your graveyard. So that thing still needs to happen. Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, what? Why am I like mixing this up? I'm pretty sure. So the story's been done. Battle my deck and edit. And we do want to focus. I like this thing, I like this thing, I like this thing. So vampire themed it is. I'm not sure if this turns in, no, this is a human shaman. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of her. I think I'm going to reduce, because that's 25 lands, man. Let's go ahead and go for that. Okay, so just filter. Let's filter black, apply. Okay, so seeing that we do need to retrieve cards from the graveyard in order to finish the quest today, it's the last quest, so that's pretty much it. I'm down to needing to put in 4 cards. I do think that I'm gonna avoid Delirium at this point and just try to stick with something of the sort. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I do need to destroy my opponent's creatures, and I have got enough return from the graveyard situations. So that's fine. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1, that's really good. So I might need to revise my strategy at this point. Let's go ahead and remove that, put that in. Hi viewer, I don't know who you are. Let's have a quick look. So I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna be putting in. That might actually help. Although Nantuko is always good. Sacrifice a creature. But Nantuko has a problem of being just as high cost as this one. But this is until end of turn, while these are counters. I actually put Nantuko back. I'm fine with the 60 card deck actually. Let's go ahead, see the changes and see how that's going to play out. Hopefully, I will be doing better this time. Searching for other players. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Don Chap on my Twitch channel, and this will be uploaded on YouTube. Gaming is not a crime. Feel free to donate anything that you see worthy to donate towards me. Donations always go towards improving my channel. Nothing for actual self-gain per se. It's just to bring up better quality. What? No, did you just pair me out with someone who's level 11? Are you kidding me? Let's keep that. And let's just go ahead and play our first card. Clearly that donation thing that I said scared off my only one viewer. It's just there just to remind you, you never know. It's not begging, I don't give a shit, I have a job and everything, so. I do this for fun. And I've actually had a week off to actually bring my channel back up and like start doing stuff about it. Okay, so that's gonna be nice. Big ouchies. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring this guy in. So we do have a bit of a strategy now going on again, so that's fine. Well, no, that's bad news. That's very, very big bad news. I know this card, I love this card when I play it, not when my opponents play it, though. This is something I'm going to be scared of, and he has a bit more than needed. So let's go ahead, whenever a creature dies, I scry one. That's going to help me throughout the game. I know it has a separate ability. Each opponent loses 2 life and gain 2 life. Activate this ability if there are 4 more creature cards in the graveyard. That's okay. Let's just go ahead and support that with another enchantment, wherever I get to pay 2 and sack a creature, gain 1 life and draw a card, so that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and attack with this guy for 2 damage and start getting a head start on him, seeing as he's got quite a scary amount of stuff going on there. 2, scry 1, okay. Bad news. Add 1 to your mana pool. Okay, not 2. Yeah, that's really variety of lands. Return target damage from the graveyard to your battlefield tapped. Okay, and he's going to play his Wolf artifact, which gains him 2 life, but when he dies he draws a card. And the first, this well going to be Planeswalker Jace. That's going to be a big problem for me. So enter this battlefield, put a 2/2 zombie token for each card named in your graveyard. Are you kidding me? I don't have anything like that. What am I gonna play? I could play this. And continue. And skip. And continue. And just move forward. This is gonna start to be a problem. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 5 or more cards in your graveyard, you get to exile Jace. What do we have here? The void target exiles 2 creatures from his or her hand. Do I look like I have a choice? Really not fun. Really not fun. You just play a bit. Okay, he's going to see which one he's going to want to discard, so he starts building his discard pile. The minute that reaches 5, that is a very big problem. Because then, how this happens is that he becomes a very controlling person. It doesn't take much to choose which card you want to discard, really. And you'll do me a huge favor if you decide to leave. Because clearly you're going to start to be quite hard to deal with. Not that I like an easy game, don't get me wrong. I like a challenge, but not good. Okie dokie. There you go, he left the game. Leave the game. I'm good. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Seeing how long the player was taking. Go up. I don't think I should have deserved that, to be honest. I think that's the penalty for the other player for leaving. So, I'm not seeing my deck doing so great. Let's go back into edit mode. Let's have a quick look at what I've got at the very end. I haven't put in this guy. But then again, it's very, very high cost, and I'm dealing with not that many high cost cards, but I mean, I could do without this, for example. And start to focus more on stuff like this. Whenever it enters battle, people from party control. That's pretty good. And we do want to consider bringing her in. Don't need 2 of it. That's fine. That's not bad at all, actually. Let's just save that change, see if that actually improves anything. Let's go ahead and try that again. We didn't bring any creatures back from the grave, so my quest just keeps getting delayed. It's just a lost quest, guys. Come on. We can do it. Okay, someone bothered doing their display, and that's good. It means they took time and effort, and they actually enjoy the game, and they are 10 in the ranking. That's not good. Let's keep that hand. That looks promising. I'm seeing new cards already. Okie dokie, let's see. Whoa, that's a lot of mulligans, down to 5 cards. Do my opponent really want to do that? Yes, apparently he does. Let's go and play. There we go. The fact he's playing red means that there might be a couple of bomb removals waiting for me in the long run. So that's never fun. Let's go and play that. I can't do this. Sacrifice a creature. Well, I can sacrifice himself. If he wants to do that. Go ahead. Confirm the attack. A la tacos! In the nachos. 1 life gained in return. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now that is fairly interesting, my friend. Yeah, sure. Let's kill him off, sacrifice my dude off. And let's just put down another one of him. My opponent's gonna be like, what just happened? I'm pretty sure I've seen that creature before. Black creatures. You control cost 1 less. Whenever you cast a creature spell, your opponent loses 1 life and gain 1. Indeed, monsieur. He does. Let's put that on that. Okie doke. Confirm the attack. Halataco! Continue. I need something faster, despite that my opponent has not been too fast. Seeing I put him down by 3 life, gaining that 3 life on top of me, puts me in the advantage stage here. So I'm really not sure what he has got in those 4 cards that he's holding up in his hand. So one of them is going to cast. There we go. We have Murderous Compulsion. Destroy target tapped creature. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. You're gonna regret that, that's for sure. Because, oh, visitor. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and swing in the damage confirm. Let's see the animation. Okay, I seem to have brought my opponent down. Ooh, what's this? Discard card transform. Only once each turn. Which can you transform into? Okay. Morning. I'm good, man. Indeed, indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and play this guy. Let me just finish this off and I'll be with you. Die! Yeah. I've been doing quite well ever since like I decided to go into this competitively this week. There we go. But with my actual cards, I was gonna, yeah, I think I have managed to do it, but it didn't work well. No, the synergy between the cards did not work well, just to make artifacts. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill that. Kill that. Put that down. Continue. Swing in for 5 damage. Confirm. There we go. 4 more damage and I'm done. So, not gonna take long. Yep. myself. Whoa, Liliana, last hope. That's gonna be harsh.
Yeah, she's a bit of a bitch.
I love her. She's really good.
She's good, like, you're using her.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in. What I want to do actually is continue. I have a game plan. I'm gonna choose player. Duh. Okay. That's cool. Continue. Now, if he seriously does not do anything about this, we're gonna have a problem. What's her abilities? Top 2 cards of your library creature from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, he can actually retrieve one of the 3 creatures. There you go. That's a smart boy. Or girl.
A girl.
You won't even tell, eh? I mean, despite it's a girl picture, I like this girl picture, but... How do you even say that?
Baby.
Bevet Kistroy.
Maybe it's like David Destroy. Sounds like that, David.
Not good. Okay. That's boring. 4/1 vampire whenever discombo damage, put a +1/+1 counter. Whoop-de-fucking do. Too much? Too much. Let's go ahead and sacrifice it. Draw a card. Okay, Gravedigger, that's pretty good. Continue. I will attack. Select Planeswalker. Because I want to have fun that way. You have managed to kill a Planeswalker. That's it. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna defend me. Oh no, you killed my creature. What am I ever going to do? You don't know what I have in my hand. You don't know. Yes, grab a chair, man. Sorry. Ooh, vampire. Flying, can't block. Oh, can't block. Hey, tap 1. Get haste. Come on, do that. Tap this 1 red and gain haste. And oh, yeah, okay. What does that do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Non-token creatures you get have vigilance. Ah, mother. Not my day, boy. Not my day. I was doing so well until you showed up.
You got another one? Oh, me?
Not you. Him. Alright, so let's bring this back from the dead. Confirm. A whole new world with you.
Unbelievable strife. Indescribable feelings.
Okay, let's curl. Crew my baby when I'm melody. Crew my baby na na da da dee. Zoom. 3/4. Guess what I'm gonna do? Kill the motherfucker. Alright, so hold on, is that lifelink? No, just flying. Select the player Planeswalker. I don't like Liliana. I wanna kill Liliana first. Let me kill her. Allow me. Confirm attack. Oops. Yeah, I get to untap a creature. Boop. Forgot about that. Come on. Yes. Die. Continue. Good, I woke up so early this morning for fuck all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What time?
I woke up at 7:30.
No.
Like, why am I awake this summer? This really pissed me off this morning. They were meant to take it out and they didn't. And I was blaming it solely on Leon at first, but then I realized even Cell left in the morning and didn't take it out, and I was like,
Garbage truck's bus in the morning.
mm-hmm. So we have to put it out before 8.
Oh, I see.
Till next time. Okay, so we want to take out
Grave digger.
another grave. No, we don't have another grave digger. Let's bring another one of him out. Confirm. I was okay with that. So let's sacrifice him. And he grows. He's got a 6/6. That's the worrying part now. He's just become a threat. I was taking it easy on him, and he's just become a threat. Okay, that's cool. Confirm. Problematicos, because now I have to start pushing. And confirm attack, untap him. Okay. You're just gonna block with one guy? On my artifact? Okay. And that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Quite okay.
Yeah, it's very okay. Please, by all means, take more damage. I
You
want
have a grave digger on the board, yeah?
Yeah, I do have a gravedigger on the board, but he's useful only when he comes down to bring me something from my
Oh,
graveyard.
okay.
This is more useful, and there's another planeswalker coming out. Seriously, I dealt with Liliana, now I'm have to deal with Chandra. This is worse.
George of the
Yeah, because her ability is either gap 2 mana, or she exiles the top card of their library. You may cast that. If you don't, it deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Oh wait, she deals damage to herself, she dies.
She's not an opponent though,
Oh yeah.
because she looks at other people as opponents. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Wait, whoa, what did you just do? How did you just do that? Oh, it's a negative one, man. Negative 3, 4 damage to target creature. Hey. Hey, not good. Bad, but what are you doing with this now? Are you... Alright. No more Mr. Donchap. No more Mr. Nice Donchap, actually. Let me be more specific. So sacrifice a creature, draw 1 card. Let's sack him. See what we get. More land. Seriously. Fuck it. Just when I was doing well. Oh, I can use this again. Well, that was a bad idea, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
They
die.
got lethal. You could have at least blocked with that one.
Yeah, but I didn't see it coming. I really misplayed that completely, but again, it was really stretching me thin. I should have not been merciful. I should have just not stopped attacking Liliana and just went straight for her. His actual... of course. I'm tapped out. What's the point of doing this? Stop it! Smack, 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 smack. Stop it. Smack, smack, smack. Come on. Swing. I know you want to. You're dealing 10 damage, you're dealing... What? Seriously, just that? You're being merciful. Oh, you cruel son of a... Okay. Alright. I see what you're doing there. You're being merciful towards me. You're just having fun. Haha. We all get it. Good joke. Now, can you play seriously, please? Alright, let's take it to the next level. 4 or 5. Continue. Nothing I can do. I can sack the creature to draw a card. I don't want to do that now.
No.
The guy clearly was like, he did a mistake, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just give it a chance. Come on. Come on. What did you summon? Nice. And that's only, what, 2 mana? That's really good. Vampire theme, I like it. I really like it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna attack with the 7/8, aren't you? You are. Yeah. Oh, whoa, with everything.
Whoa.
I tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna do nothing of the sort. I don't get what that is. I don't know what he means by doing that. Whenever is... he can choose to do damage, but he has to pay the cost, and probably he says no to paying the cost. Just so I can kill a creature off. I do that. Block. Stop the timer! I want to sacrifice it. He has been blocked. Draw a card.
Unlucky. Unlucky draw.
That's something I could have done. I was tapped out anyways.
Yeah.
I'm defeated. I go down 1. Leave the game.
You go down. Oh, season ranking.
Yeah. But I almost completed that. Enemy has been replaced by he left. He didn't bother with me. Okie dokie, that's end of my session today. Seems like we got 2 out of 3. That's pretty decent if you ask me.